Hello, hello, 1,000 hellos, y'all. My name is Chris Farah, and welcome to my channel. And tonight is Sunday night. It's 10:15, 10 something like that. Ask. Sabrina is in the room. Hello, honey. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Just coming on in fresh and hot. Hi, Alma. Hi, Nyla. Nayla, beautiful. Hi, Karen. Hey, oh, you guys are here. Savali, Kenya, Chrissy. Oh, hello. I left 90 Day Fiance for this. You're the best. Oh my God, you haven't finished the episode yet. Sabrina, what have you been doing? I am so happy to see you all. Tay, White Apple, Mariah, Jude, Lisa, Amanda. So yeah, guys, this is what's up. So I'm going to just live reaction with you guys this episode in this live, and then tomorrow or tonight, depends on how I feel. Probably tomorrow because I have no makeup on. I'm gonna want to put makeup on. I still feel like I want to do that at night. I'm going to record a full recap and then edit it real funny for you all and then upload that. So it's like 2 videos per episode, but different feelings, and I also feel like some people don't enjoy lives. I get it. Some people are like, you say like too much and whatever, and it's a loose nature, and people are like, how could you do a live for like an hour and a half on a 2-hour episode? And it's like, this is what it is. You're either in it to win it or you're not. Like, I feel like as a person that like consumes entertainment, I like to digest something with someone. For instance, I saw Hustlers last night, which is the J-Lo, Constance Wu stripper film, right? Okay. And like my favorite thing to do is, yeah, like see something like that, see with a friend, and then like talk about it with that friend afterward, where we like break it down. The movie was really great. I really enjoyed it. So, but then at the same time, it's, I love an edited recap that's like funny and, it takes me like 6 hours to edit it. But like it's short and, shorter, and I get, there's different feelings. So I'm so happy that you guys are here. Thank you so much. Colleen, look down for a second. Colleen's here. Yes. I got Aspasia in the house. Lisa's here. Oh my God. Amanda, thank you so much. You're beautiful. I appreciate it. I'm Angela. You're here. I finally caught you on a live. You guys, you think you look so cute, and it's so crazy. I appreciate you. That makes me happy. I'm wearing no makeup again. Love watching you with Wah. So glad you guys are. Oh yeah, Wah is doing great. If you have been following Wah, you know that she is in Guatemala. Cloves. Oh, Colleen too. 2 Colleens. Yeah, get it? Colleen, Kenny, and Cloves G. Wah is in Guatemala, and also she went to Belize, where her father is from. And so she has a family there. And so she's just been like enjoying, I mean, if you follow her Instagram again, absolutely paradise beauty. It's gorgeous. It's like tropical paradise. I mean, it's like there are some hurricanes and mosquitoes, but like the lush greenery that she's been showing me, like around her hotel and just like constantly taking boat trips. I mean, it's crazy looking, so she's living her best life right now. Makeup is so much fun. Oh yeah. No, I love you guys. I obviously love makeup. That's another reason I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do an edited recap and it'll be like me, full makeup. It's a different vibe than like live Sunday, like. But anyways, we need to break down this episode. Am I right? And also this is the other fun part. Like, I'm just gonna start from the ending because you have to. We have to talk about Rebecca and Zayed. This whole time she's been like, I have the secret. I just wonder if she like has like the southern accent a little bit, but it's like I can't do Angela. But she's like, I have the secret. It's that I'm still married, and we've been like, okay, like, and she's been like waiting to tell him, and all we've seen is like all of his family hate her, like just judge her and hate her, over various things like tattoos and ex-marriages. And she's like, I gotta tell him, but I'm still married. And we're like, oh gosh, just badness after badness. And then the producers are like, we got you in the palm of our hand. She's like, my secret is I've been in a relationship with women. And he's like, what? Did you guys think for a moment that it was almost like a sitcom in that she like wanted to tell him something that was hard for her to tell him, i.e., that she's still legally married and she didn't tell him that and she's out here. But in like instead slipped up and then tried to tell him a secret that she thought would be like not that bad. Like in the sense that maybe she thought that like he'd be like, "Oh, really? Hmm. You were in a relationship with a female? We had sex with," like that he would be like somewhat turned on by it. And that she'd be like, I'm off. But then he was just like, "Oh, it's bad. No, that's also bad. Would never tell my parents." Oh my God, I'm so happy you guys are here. What do you guys think? I knew she was a lesbian in the past. How? Rebecca should learn that you have to disclose everything. Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I guess tell him that. Also, side note is like that's also the Timothy disease where you're just like, why did you tell her that you got a WhatsApp message from your ex? You didn't have to. All I'm saying is don't cause this drama. You don't this is but why not cause this drama? You're getting paid to do so. So huh, what woman? Huh? Maybe I should have given up watching. Well, but yeah. He said, "Don't tell my parents, like, they won't watch this episode on YouTube." Right? And that's like the Sumit thing too, which like, yeah, it's like these parents, this is like first of all, it's trending on Twitter, this show. The show's huge. Big ass show. With like lots of people watching. Like, and because of its international nature, like subject matter, it also does well internationally. Like, this, right? Like I mean, in this room, I've done this before, and then Waz room, like she calls out like, "Where you guys from?" Talking about this goddamn show. Like, people be representing from regions all over. So all I'm saying is like through the internet and the fact that the show is already international, like yeah, these people are finding out. These parents are finding out. There's like cousins and like there's like younger people that are telling older people and there's whispers and there's phone calls and there like there's WhatsApp. There's definitely WhatsApp. I'm so glad you guys are like validating it. Yeah, trending. It's a huge ass show. Rebecca married 3 times. Yikes, she's not a predator. Okay. I think I've said this before, but like watching Rebecca also maybe is sort of reminiscent of watching again, like Valerie Cherish in The Comeback, where you're just watching someone get humiliated at every turn and just have to like swallow embarrassment and shameful moment after shamed moment, and you're just like, and like that's what we see here. So I'll start with them. I'm gonna open my notes, as you know. As you know, I'm a girl. I'm a studious girl who writes notes during these episodes. I went to college. You guys know that? Okay. So, they're at the spice market, honey. Like the scents are in the air. It's like, dee 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 dee, and like a whiff of like sapphire, not sapphire, not sapphire. What is that dumbass, really expensive? I'm looking, you guys, what's that dumbass, really expensive herb? Saffron. Thank you. 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 You know what I'm saying? And like saffron like blows in and it's like the best spice market's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. It's just like exactly what you think it's going to be. Like just like pounds and pounds of like powdered jewel tones, like I just spit up my camera, like powdered jewel tones, like turmeric as far as the eye can see, like curry for days. And I love those things. And like, um, they are just like walking through this bazaar and finally someone on the show is like, "Oh, I'm going to someone's house that I have to impress. I'm going to da 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 boop 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 buy a gift for them." I mean, if you watch my recap last episode, I like Rain Man just like focused in on this and couldn't get over it. So like the fact when she was like, "I'm gonna buy your sister a gift," I was like, they know what that is? They're all like, "Oh, okay." Did you see the cat in the spice? Yeah, I absolutely did. Okay, this is what happened, and it was disgusting. It felt like, well, this is what was confusing. You guys tell me. At the very end of the scene, she buys whatever for the sister, and they talk about whatever bullshit they got to talk about, how they're scared of the sister, or I don't know. But then, like, a cat jumps into a plastic tub that you would think they would put the catnip. And at first, I thought it was catnip. Jumps into that, and you see like little like sprinkles of sand comes off its paws, and it sort of like jumps into another vat. What do you? Did you guys? Did that make you not it? Lisa, the cat was a prelude to Rebecca's secret women love. Oh, what if like 90 Day Fiance was that? Like that literary, or like not literary, but what if it was that, whatever, just like circular and thematic that they would like piece this like foreshadowing, like, ooh, like, where's that pussy going? Like, it's a curious moment. Who's that curious cat? Like, is it a bi-curious cat? It's like, if that was as like intense that the show was like produced, I don't know, this would be winning Emmys, right? That's so ridiculous. You think the cat peed? I just mostly think that like the cat jumped into a litter box and then had litter in its paws, little kitty paws that are cute, but then just like jump from that into what looked like another vat. And then where is the spices in relationship to where we are? It looks like they're not far off. And I'm just saying, I don't know, was this cat allowed to jump in on all the things? We check this like kitty's paws for like, is there cumin in these paws? Is there paprika in these paws? Is all I'm saying. Or is there paprika in these paws? You guys, I don't know. I don't know. That just tickled me. But my cats attacked my TV when they saw the cat. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. Um, where do you think saffron gets its yellow color? Ew, you guys, you're really taking it there. I appreciate that. Lisa, you're just like, yeah, you're coming in hot. I like it. Lisa, I wish I could super chat you. It would be funny if I just like I can't. Oh, sorry. You are doing Lord's work. Hi, Colleen. Lucy's here. Suddenly, I'm so happy. Jude, the cat, used the spice bit as a litter box. That's why it got filmed. Ew. I noticed they have been showing a lot of stray cats and dogs. Yes, they have. Yeah. No shade, but I've been to a Moroccan market and I wouldn't buy a damn thing. Oh, yeah. Mariah, will like speak on it. Is it because the trinkets weren't worthy of the prices, or they were just shoddy workmanship, or you were just like not into any of it? There are some things I like. Like, listen, I love jewel tones. So like lamps that are really pretty. I love like I could see myself buying jewelry. I buy jewelry all the time. It's like some things I can see myself being into and some things I wouldn't. Is it like you wouldn't buy food there, Mariah? Like what is it? Nothing like a little ground cinnamon. Oh, Lucy, you know this. Arabs who put ground cinnamon in everything. I was like, I'll put in rice. Ooh, rice with like butter, ground cinnamon, salt, and pepper. Just made it. Hello, all in. You guys, you are all here. I'm so thankful. Look how many like people are here. A. Look how many like people in blue. B. I want to say this. There are 100 people in this room and there are 26 likes. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't already, and if I'm just bringing this up, you're like, oh, and you haven't thought about liking this video, it would really help me. And this is the reason why it's like YouTube will just show it in other people's feeds more. They'll be like, oh, the people in this room think it's like cool or whatever. They think it's like quality content. They think she's like doing good work in that room. And then other people who like need to talk about 90 Day will get in. So if you wouldn't mind, if you like this video, just like maybe exit out of the, chat and just thumbs it up. Wait, do what, Chris? Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Maybe I'll do a slow song. Thumbs it up. I said thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it out. Thumbs it up. That is my best work. However, I got half the people in this room to give it a thumbs up. So you know what? Isn't maybe it is some of my bets work. I'm not quite sure. So they buy this thing. They go to the sister's house. The sister has like a definite French accent, which I was here for. The sister's super cute. The sister's a little older than him, but looks younger. But I can't make fun of Ziggy anymore. I feel too much shame in the fact that I know that he doesn't have a shower in his life, and they're poor. So it seems like I think that what happened is that he bought a bunch of clothes and maybe gained a bunch of weight, or because his clothes are always like it's not the size that it should be, or maybe they're hand me downs. I'm not, but something like that is happening. So they're like, oh, by the way, because I'm a food girl. They're like at the bazaar. They're like, what is she making? And it's like macarona. And then I guess they did have pasta, but it's like no one talked about what it tasted like, and I wondered what it tasted like. It's like short macaroni pasta. It was like really short. I forgot if it's like a different name than macaroni, but like short elbow things. But like if you cut all the elbows in half of a normal macaroni, and a tomato sauce and what looked like a whole zucchini on the plate. And I wonder like, what is the tomato sauce spiced? And what is the spices? Like I saw the spices in the spice bazaar, and I'm not necessarily feeling like fresh basil was there, or like oregano or something that I would like on a pasta like that. Especially like macaroni, like it's very hard for me not to like really want a cheesy, creamy sauce with that macaroni. Now, here's the thing, that is not Arabic, and I know that. She knows that. But at the same time, she would have appreciated that. There's a there is a Egyptian dish called kosheri that's like pasta. It is like elbow noodles with a tomato sauce, and it's not like God, kosheri. There was like and there's one other aspect to it, maybe like fried onions or something like that. I worked at an Egyptian restaurant for a second. Yeah. Anyway, I just care so much about the food, so I really want to know what's happening. Yeah, they were speaking like half French, half Arabic. She has such a thick Arabic, French accent. I mean, Lebanese people do that. Like, it's a known thing. I literally have a shirt that says, "Hi, kifik sava." Like in Lebanon, they speak all three languages so much that it like permeates their being, and like when like they, I don't know, they'll literally speak three languages in one sentence. They're obviously asking each other like "Sava, sava." So like they're a French speaking Arabic country too. Um, but like a chicken leg. Okay. I wonder if the buckets will flush the toilet. Oh, Vanessa's here. Oh my God, Vanessa gave me some hot goss in the DM. Vanessa gave me some hot goss in the DM on IG. She told me that she showed me Darcy's Instagram. I'm gonna pull it up. Which, by the way, you know that Darcy's Instagram is private. So, Darcy's Instagram is private, and she like had gone like full like crazy where she had people like going after haters and stuff like that. In a separate side note, Chrissy Teigen, who's like John Legend's wife, and she's also a model, Sports Illustrated model, and like Twitter kind of like celebrity specifically because she's like sassy and she's pretty. So people are like, how can you be both? And then she also like has a cookbook. She's really made it work for herself. So she loves 90 Day now and like followed Darcy and had to request her, and then like commented, "Oh my God, hello Queen, thank you for accepting me." And then Darcy Silva, "Hey gorgeous, love you the most. Thank you for everything. I'm grateful for your follow, love, and support." Oh my God. She was like, "I never requested to follow someone in my life. Please accept me, Darcy." Chrissy Teigen had like tweeted that. Hilarious. Yeah. Vanessa had said like, good on Darcy. But I'm like, what a big week for Chrissy Teigen. The Donald Trump stuff and Darcy. And I feel like Darcy would be a low-key Donald Trump supporter too. Like, and so I only feel like I wonder if she's like, oh, anyway. Okay, so she was making samosas. I look like a yellow M&M. I know. Tom is only still here for the show. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. Did everyone see that Rebecca did a video on Instagram saying she won't apologize for who she is? Because she got so much hate for like not for trying to wear that lingerie slip top. I don't know. Maybe she's getting more hate from people because, like, people are asking, like, people are commenting on my videos that she is like a predator of Arab men. So maybe she's getting actually a lot of like hate for that. I have no idea. God, it's such a crazy show. Isn't this crazy? Like what we're doing, what we're talking about. Like, I think that there has to be boundaries. I personally would never send hate to someone. I would never send hate to someone. Never like comment meanly on someone. I just don't care enough to. I also like don't truly try and like I don't try and like meanly body shame people, even though I said that Zayed needs to buy shirts that are a little larger size. But there are like people who would just be like, oh, like pick Darcy apart and stuff like that. And I personally like cannot pick Darcy apart. Have you seen both those people's bodies are insane. Tight ass, small ass, little insane bodies. Like, come on. Anyway, so I do love this show. This show is amazing. Um, by the way, um, imagine Tom and the Donald Trump undies that Ange got Michael. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I feel like I wish I was better at Photoshop that I could like somehow make that. I can't. Does Zayed work? All we ever see him is smoke hookah. He's constantly smoking hookah. If he doesn't work, then like I'm telling you right now, when he gets to America, like get him to the nearest hookah place. Truly, that's where he should absolutely work. I know this. I actually worked at a hookah place, and specifically for Arabs that like are used to hookah places and weren't born in this country, it's the perfect place to go. I actually worked there because I wanted like more of like a culture scene because I was born here and felt like I needed like I don't know to be around people. Um Hookah is his true love. Maria. It is. He loves it. He loves like I wonder how this is the other thing. Have you guys actually smoked hookah in America in the sense of this? It's expensive. Like, it's expensive. You have to rent the hookahs, and maybe it's just in LA, maybe it's cheaper there, but like you have to rent the actual hookahs and to wash them out. You get the bowls, you have to rent that. I mean, sometimes they have minimums because, maybe not in the old countries, because truly people will just sit all day with one bowl, and just like it'll be burning, and people are just like, I refill my mint tea. So they just want you to like refill hot water. Again, I worked at one. So we had a minimum because I'd just be like, I mean, I just can't keep coming refilling your tea for 4 hours for like what's going to be a 73-cent tip. By the way, this hookah place I worked at was open till 2 a.m. and then on Fridays and Saturdays till 4 a.m. And there would be like so many times, not so many times, but I remember the first time that someone passed out because they've been smoking for a long time, like this like skinny ass girl. This is, I think this is the important part of the live where you get like weird tangent stories. And, like maybe you don't know what life is at a hookah place. Let me tell you. So this skinny ass girl would just like be smoking for so long and get up and just immediately pass out, because like her blood pressure was so low. And I like the first time it happened, I was like, thought that she had died. I was so young. I was like, ah! Like, and the owner was there and she was like this very beautiful, like younger, like Egyptian, like kind of like badass with like dark skin and like piercing blue eyes. I mean, like crazy. And she was just like, just get her Sprite. So I did, and she was fine. Anyway. Do you work at the spot? Zayed is too busy smoking hookah and straightening his hair to get a job. Not to be dumb, but is hookah just like smoking cigarettes? No. And I'll tell you why. Yes, in the sense that it's tobacco. No, in the sense of that it's like a really wet version of like flavor. Well, I guess it depends. There's masul or zangul or like unflavored tobacco, which, oh my God, is like what the old men smoke, and I would never do it. Or the flavored ones, which are much better. And if you ever smoke hookah, and if you want to try it once, and for any reason, absolutely get a flavored one. And I know people are like giving shit about vaping right now and like flavors with that, but no, this is like smoking, which is not the best for you, but it is filtered through water. So like do your own whatever math in your head of whether you want to ever try this. But if you do, let me tell you. So it's the flavored tobacco, and there's like some really good brands like Alfakar, which I know sounds crazy, but that is the name of it. They make a really good apple, double apple. It's like one of the like traditional ones of the Middle East. Starbuzz, white peach, blackberry, Fantasia. Get like a smooth, like peach, like I think if there's white peach, always get it. And you can mix it with something you want to try. If you want to try mint, that's too. Double apple is really great. Double is the worst. Oh my God. Well, you know what? Fight me on this. But I think that the water filtration makes it smooth, and the tobacco itself is like super liquidy. And so it's not as harsh to me as smoking a cigarette. Like, I can't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes ever. I mean, I had before in my life. Like I had, like in fact, in my 20s, I used to smoke cigarettes all the time, like when I was drunk or when I was like coming back from an audition or whatever. Anyway, cannot even smoke them now. The smell weirds me out. But I can smoke hookah, not for a long time and not like often, but like every once in a while. Yeah. Anyway, like a bong, exactly. But bad, like a big ass bong, like a big ass bong. I don't find joy in smoking anything. Yeah, I feel you. I think that Chris, how are those things sanitary if everyone uses the same tips again and again? Well, you have your own plastic tip that comes in a plastic, you know, pouch that you use, and then you just like. Now, some people don't, and some guys will just like. Sometimes you see people smoking their own hookah, and they'll just like don't want to use. They don't have it change the tip. Um. Anyway, so where was I? Just talking about this show, huh? This is the beauty of a live. You're into this or you're not. I get it either way. Just want to remind anyone if you're not into this, I will do an editor recap. But I appreciate you guys. Yeah, ready that. Okay, let me go back to my thing. Okay. So I said they go to the sisters, and the sister makes the food, and the food's hot, the sister's cold. Cold. Doesn't want like really talk to her. She like kind of makes fun of her for being married so much, and like, yeah, Rebecca's feeling that ice. It's like she's honey, Rose, end scene of Titanic, not the end scene, but like Rose on that like piece of plywood floating in the Atlantic, just cold, about to watch her love just die/melt away. But after that beautiful dinner with the sister, they go to like some old ass town, beautiful outside area, looked like like a Tunisia, but like it was like very the tiles were white and blue and gold, almost looked a little bit like Greek as well. And they're just enjoying life, and he, has his trusty smokes. And yeah, it's when she's just like, my big secret is I'm a mayor. Had a lesbian relationship. I mean, I don't know what that, she like short circuited and like didn't want to tell the other secret. Again, I feel like she tried to like butter him up with this secret. And then when his reaction wasn't at all like turned on, she was like, oh, do you think that he was actually turned on? And we're going to like later on, he was like, tell me more about this relationship I don't know. What do you guys think? Rebecca's too much and they are dragging this whole secretly married thing. I'm serious. My friend caught meningitis with a life support 40 hours later. No, is that from a thing? Too many diseases out there. Yeah, no, Jude, you got to be careful. I love Cook My Sister as a quote of the night. Yeah, I love Cook My Sister. Yeah, no, I wrote a lot of I also like when he said when they were walking in the old ass town, he was like, this town is so much old. Zayed annoys me. Zayed annoys me because his family's conservative values are his problem. Now Rebecca, it's up to him to tell his fam what the fuck it is. If they can't accept, then he could deal with it somehow. Yeah. And Rebecca needs to stop acting like a busted teenager. I mean, Mariah, what do you want? Your own talk show? You should have your own talk show and just dispense and tell these people how to live their lives, honey, because they don't know. No one's telling them, but no one is. Someone should tell them. With the dirty lover accent too. Nothing's better than this accent. This accent, I get every time I hear it. I'm like, is this a bit? You know, your girl has done. It feels like a sketch comedy improv show type accent, you know, like when they were like, you know, and you just like either get a script really fast, or it's like you'd be like, you know, like, you know, what's that guy's name? I don't know, one of the famous lovers or whatever. Not Romeo, but whatever. Don Blappity Blue. You know what I'm talking about. Don. You know who I'm talking about? I don't even have to say it. You know who I'm talking about. But like one of those like fancy like literary, you know, lovers or whatever, and like this guy would just jump in the role and he'd be like, "Oh, I am such a lover. All these women so beautiful, but you are the most." You know, like you would just be like, "That's Don Juan. Thank you so much, Marcy. I really appreciate it, Don Juan. You're all coming through. Yep, 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 yep." You know what I'm saying? Like if you were just like a blanket bad actor and you were just like, be Don Juan. You were just like, oh, because you were just like, you wouldn't know. You would just like, Don Juan sounds like it's maybe Spanish or French. If you told me, I wouldn't know. So I'd have to like pick an accent somewhere in between, some sort of pseudo European. You people think he's like it's more Dracula to you, Valentino. I love Cook My Sister so much. Oh, look at this beautiful super chat, Mariana. Yay, so happy I caught you. Honey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm so happy you caught me. Thank you for being here. Does anyone realize Rebecca is testing Zayed with what she deemed the worst thing she could think of testing him? Yeah, I feel like she thinks, well, is it the worst thing? I feel like she thought the worst thing was what she did is still being married. And so she thought that she could test him by seeing if, like, what if she told him a secret that was true, but that she thought he would like a little more than her real secret, you know? And Rebecca needs to be more respectful of the cultures, but that is obvious by now. Why was Caesar wearing a hospital bracelet? Okay, well, let's go on. We have to move on from, I think I've been talking about this couple for the past 45 minutes. Do you want to move on to Caesar? Did I even? Oh, okay. Caesar doesn't have a lot. So then we have, so Caesar has called Maria, and Maria has picked up. And listen, by this point, we're supposed to care. I don't. Don't care. I have been over it. You know, like it was like the boy who cried wolf. Like you cried wolf too many times, and now I don't even care. Like I hope you get eaten by the wolves. I hope Maria doesn't come, and that's exactly what is going to happen. And that's like I don't care. I'm cold to it. So yeah, he calls Maria. Maria just sounds like she is like Ursula mixed with like a very hungover Russian Ursula. Ukrainian, like she's like, oh, Jesus. I can't even do it. Like I got to work on this recap. When I do my recap, I'm going to listen to her voice again or record it, and I'll do like a good impression because it is like she sounds like she spent all night smoking with Lindsay Lohan and partying her balls off, and then just like wakes up to have this like conversation with Caesar, But like, so it's very low, and she can barely muster, but also Ursula-esque in the evilness that like radiates from her, So it's like he's like, why didn't you tell me that you didn't have a ticket or something? And she's like, what do you mean? I tried to like book it, it's canceled. I didn't cancel it. You made the reservation. And he's like, well, why didn't you tell me? And she's like, I'm tired. And he's like, what do you mean you're tired? And she's like, of, and he's like, is it over? And she's like, it's over. And I'll make a better accent for the recap again. And he's like, all right, I'm done. And then hangs up. And it's like, No, she's been done. Yeah, that's what she's saying. She's she's been that you're just realizing, and you're not done. I guess she called you right away. You'd be like, "Oh, just kidding. Hi, when are you gonna get to Mexico?" You know. And then it's just like him being like, "Well, people told me that she was gonna not come or fuck me over or be a catfish, and I believe him, and now I'm gonna look stupid." And it's like, you don't look as stupid as we do for wasting our time watching you. If that makes you feel better, it should. R.I.P. And I think we all should have a moment like hold hands, like hold your own hands, like hold your heart, like dearly, like this is what it is. Dearly beloved, we've gathered here to say our goodbyes. Not to like a relationship between Maria and Caesar, there was none, but to like the amount of time and energy we spent on this. Remember Rent? Dearly beloved, we gathered here to say our goodbyes. Anyway, I can sing a little bit. He's gonna watch porn and eat the edible unaware. Yeah, I mean that really was the editors and the people that shot like the minute she was like, "Is it over?" It's over. Like one of those moments, they did a quick ass cut to those underwear, just laying on the bed, the part of the bed that will always remain Maria-less, just like those panties will. I need to catfish him out for 20,000. I need to pay off my student loans. Real talk. I mean, I would just be happy with some free manicure pedicures. I don't need that man's money, but if he's gonna be taking it all and he has, I mean, he can. You guys like my manicure? Can you even see it? Oh, it's so bright. It's Machu Picchu from OPI. Since he has no money, he can eat panties. Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing: top ramen for dinner, panties for dessert. Right, Lynn? It's bad. But it's like all the food groups: ramen, panties. Notice how he had like underwear, lube, rose petals, and that ring all set up. Caesar is so broke now; he's gonna have to eat those. Yeah, yeah. When did reality shows turn into corny soap opera? Oh, Maxine. I mean, what was the turn? What was like? I guess, yeah, it had to have been like some Lifetime, some TLC. TLC really has like they all the channels have different feeling shows. Vanessa, oh my gosh, you are so sweet. That is so nice, Vanessa. Mommy, thank you so much. He got fired from his job, but that guy was his friend. Okay, well, you know. I don't know what to tell. I mean, I don't know what to tell you about him. He has to do some soul searching. So I let's move on. Okay, Timothy. So I hate this couple. This is by far the fakest couple. Okay, in the sense of like I guess Caesar and Maria I hate too. So maybe I hate them less than Caesar and Maria because at least they're giving us something. Like at least what both are showing up. So Timothy takes he's sorry. Just Timothy takes Jennifer to the park, to like apologize for telling her about the WhatsApp text from his ex. Okay, so like he's in the park and she shows up with Violetta, and the best part is like she and Violetta show up in sunglasses and they're both like giving him the cold shoulder, both like, we don't want to talk to you. Like that was I mean, like, but anyway, all of their actual like dialogue is horribly boring. But let's all talk about what he's wearing. Okay, so Timothy is wearing in the park scene a black baseball hat that he's turned around, okay, like b-boy style, and dog tags, military dog tags. Was he in the military? Like maybe he was actually. Oh no, was he? Oh, I missed Black. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for that super chat, Black Ops. Yes, I am entertained. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. I like had looked at my things and I missed your super chat. Um, he has not kissed her yet. Did you catch Pillow Talk? No, I have not. He's super gay. I mean, that feels like maybe that's also what could be happening. Tim has the most narrow shoulders ever. Um, yeah, he does. He's an interesting shaped little leprechaun. He seems like a little leprechaun. His eyes seem leprechaunish. But at the same time, I actually think that his demeanor, like the way that he talks, as being attractive. Like I like I don't, of course I don't like the manicures and stuff like that, but when he is confident, like he has a low voice and that is attractive, and when he's giving you eye contact and when he seems like he is interested, like I feel like you could connect with him, but okay, so I actually like him. I get some agreement over here. His eyebrows more arched than hers. Yes. I think there's also something happening with Botox, you know, because often you'll see interesting movement he'll have here, and like what feels like a dead zone right here, right? Like I hate to I've gotten Botox, so I can talk about Botox. Like I don't have a lot now, as you can see. I'm very movie, and you can see I actually my lighting is so you really can't see, but you can see wrinkles and movement here. See this? Like when you when you see him, he rarely has movement like in this area. So a little bit lifted right there, right? Yeah, he looks super weird in the confessional, but looks kind of attractive during the actual filming. Yes. Yeah. Amanda. Yeah. Great voice. Yeah. Yeah. What isn't that weird? Isn't it weird? Hi, Auntie M. I had an eyelid. I don't know. I just it's we can really break this one down. What is happening there? I wonder when you look at the without the beard. I wonder what he would look like with less with a better style. And I also wonder what he would look like if he sincerely remember the first scene we met him in, which was a workout scene, which ironically or coincidentally was also how we met Jennifer. One of these people really does work out well. One of these people I would love to see what that person would look like if they worked out well, is what I'm saying. Just mean. What couples have I covered? Oh, I've only covered Rebecca. Isn't that ridiculous? Oh, and Caesar, because it was not a lot. Okay, so I'm obviously on Timothy now. So Timothy and Maria. So then I go from the park with Violetta to I've never done snow stuff. It's like a people mover where they move people. Uh, they bring them up the mountain. It's like a people mover up the mountain. I forgot what those called. Trams? No. Go up the ski thing. It's like when they bring them up. It's like a little ride in a beautiful little carriage. It carries you up the mountain, and uh, Violetta is looking around. She's so excited, she has her cute sunglasses on, she's like, trees, trees, ha ha ha, meanwhile, again, we see Timothy hunched over to the side, pretty much in the corner, can't look around, is afraid of heights. Maria's what's wrong, Timothy? And Timmy's Violetta, Violetta's not afraid. He's no, she's not afraid of anything. And she's a baby. What? You scared little baby pussy? I love her, but anyway, so Tim kind of looks like well, here's the thing, Christian. I understand that there's been a lot of talk of whether Tim, what Tim's sexual identity is. And it's a little difficult in this day and age to like pinpoint that. The truth is I don't necessarily think that. I think that he is just a smaller man. Like I don't know, like, and I also it's hard. It's hard to like that. It's hard to like make those kind of like guesses or whatever. Because anyway, you know what I'm saying. I know I was waiting for her to call and was like, yeah, I feel like Tim is not our Colombian accent. I was trying to repeat their expectation of the new person. Pretty sad. He really does hit this Colombian fever. Like Veronica, like she must be so jealous of like Colombia. Tim does need to have a different hairstyle. There are two Christian Gonzalez's in here. I know, isn't that crazy? Why? That's hilarious. Christian Gonzalez and Christian Gonzalez in my live. Oh, missed I super chat. Oh no, did I? Oh, I did. Vanessa, watching this after taking a Norco for pain. Oh my god. Vanessa, thank you so much again, girl. Oh my god. I'm sorry about the pain. Okay. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for all being here. The people that are seeing you live, thank you. Welcome. I appreciate it. Christian Gonzalez. I'm in LA. I love the Christian Gonzalez's. Okay, so she has no respect for Tim. Yeah, no. Well, also it doesn't feel like Tim has respect for himself. Because the first time she called him a pussy, he'd be like, no, not at all. I really don't appreciate you calling me that, and I don't feel like that is me. I'm going to, whatever, like but he was just like, gulp. Are you gonna throw a drink in my face? And then do you know the part where he was like, I haven't had a drink thrown in my face, but I totally understood it because I have to like get over my ex, who's not Veronica, who's this random Colombian ex we just found out about, who's only in your life because they WhatsApped you. And then you producers try to make us guess whether, for some reason, now we're supposed to believe Timothy has feelings for this person, but he doesn't. Even though she's hot. And it was painful when they broke up. It's like, aren't you guys mad at them? I feel like I'm mad at them. So after like being afraid of heights, they have this conversation, where it's like, you want more kids? And it's like, yes, Jennifer does. She wants one more kid exactly, and she wants it to be a boy. And Timothy's like, obviously like spearheading this conversation, like very aggressively. And then he's like, me too. And, I haven't had a boy, and wouldn't we make beautiful kids? And it's like, yeah, let's take all that aggression and all that passion, all the moves you're making into like making some moves. Some moves. A move. But here's the other thing. What's he gonna do? Start making out with her in this park with Violetta? Just like, excuse me, Violetta, and just keep those glasses on. Like, well, there hasn't been that much time, I guess, that he could. Because every time they're together, he's confessing to some bullshit that she's upset about. There's not that much time for him to be like, put the moves, But I think that he feels refreshed. I think that he feels moisturized. I think the next 24 hours are going to be bouncing about. I did not write a lot for Avery. Avery, okay. This is, yeah, so you guys can, let me actually go back and before I move on. Too many confessions. They're around girls. They were in bed together with refreshing eye gels. Ha ha ha. Beautiful kids. You can't even kiss her. Then you return to the U.S. in a few days. I know. Like, also, I just love that it's like, what part of you do you think are going to make beautiful kids? Like, Tim doesn't have enough pressure now. She wants a boy, special order. I mean, Amanda, I was just like, oh, I assume they're just like, oh, you're going to like in vitro this itch and pick. It was more like a summer party beef taco. Ooh, that sounds good. I find Tim's fatherly role with Chloe odd. It's like he's only partially her dad. Mariah, I don't feel like it's as odd, his relationship with Chloe, as Veronica's claw-like dire need to maintain it. When you know what I'm saying? That's what's more like, come on. Avery has a chance to ask Omar anything, and she asks if Sarah has makeup. I don't know. I mean, yes, it does, but you can't put it on really. There's no electricity for your makeup mirror or your lighting, and you can't even wash it off afterwards. So it's like you better invest in some face wipes. Okay, honey, let's move on to Avery. Avery's mom is, suspect. She's been this whole time, but she's suspect of Omar because she hates, she just want her daughter to move away. It's the same old, like, like, yeah, like all the things she was already suspect about. Sorry. The fact that they've been on a Muslim dating website, the fact that he said he was in America, that he was actually in Syria, like that was like seemingly trying to meet someone in America to get out of Syria, and Avery is dealing with it, uh, the best way a young ass girl can, which is not well. And she has complained about Omar to her mom in various parts of this trip. And so now when the mom is complaining, she's like running over to Omar, knock, 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 Habibi, and it's, oh, but anyway, so the mom and her is having a conversation where she's just like, just because he's Syrian doesn't mean he's using me. And the mom is just like, she is my daughter and it's my job to protect her. Yeah. It was like, though, I'll be honest, this is like a weird fake argument because it's like the same argument we've been seeing the entire time with no new information that's just still happening, and we just had to have a whole conversation about an argument we've already known about. We've already seen pretty much. There's not a lot that happened. That's literally the two things I wrote about Avery. I wrote about Caesar Timothy, so obviously I haven't talked about Darcy yet, which is going to be so fun, or Benjamin, or Angela and Michael. So we have a lot. I've saved the best for last. All right. Okay, save the best for last. I'm going to come to you guys. I have 3 more couples. Can you believe how long this video is going to be? That's fine. I love you guys. There are 232 people in this room. If you haven't taken a moment yet, I really would appreciate if you wouldn't mind liking this video. Liking this video really helps me. It's a free way of getting my channel to be recognized by YouTube as like putting out any sort of content that people enjoy, and helping me in algorithms. So if people are searching 90 Day, they're like, oh, this bitch knows 90 Day. Like we'll give her this bitch's stuff, like either lives like this or my edited recaps. And I think my edited recaps are like much better, but I love the feeling of lives. Being here is like the funnest part, talking to you guys. Like I don't necessarily people want to rewatch this 2-hour reaction to the episode, but being here and talking to you guys in this moment is the best. So I really appreciate you guys are here. And for the people that are here, yeah, would you mind taking a moment and thumbing up this video, which is liking this video. Sometimes we have to exit out to do so. I really would appreciate it. So if you wouldn't mind, thumbs it up. Thumbs it up, thumbs it up. I said thumbs it up, 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 thumbs it up. Okay, thank you guys. Pillow Talk is impossible to find online. Oh, I love you guys. I actually don't watch it. It seems like too much. I want to watch it just because I feel like David and Annie's. Tina moms don't play that. My mom would have kicked my ass. I understand being accepting, but Avery runs her mom. It's too much. Yeah. Where Avery is, my dad would have never, my dad would just have not let me go on. At 19, Where's Omar's family? How are you going to be his first wife and she hasn't met any of his family? Yeah, that's like, I don't know why we're not talking. Well, it's because they're stuck in Syria, I guess, Maxine. They're stuck in Syria when they can't get out. That's how I found your channel. Thumbs it up. Thanks, Istavali. 143 likes. See, it's so weird. Like some things don't get like s- updated for me. Right now, it says there's 235 people and only 104 likes. So you're seeing 143 likes is way better. um, okay, baby boos, let's go back. Oh, I just got one. Cold is creepy as always in the pillow talk. Side note, did you guys see, and I tweeted this, that Starcasm has a rumor that Colty has already been done filming a whole new season of 90 Day Whatever with some Brazilian girl, new Brazilian girl. But what's confusing is if it's the same girl that he's like shown on her Instagram, like this girl in glasses, like she supposedly is from Brazil but maybe still lives here. Or no, sorry, from Brazil but already lives here. And they supposedly had some falling out. And this is also weird because Larissa broke up with her dude, who's a guy we've like seen, who is suspect. And so that guy's like released a statement. Larissa broke up with him, and it's just a weird time for both Colt and Larissa to be single. Okay. Now, thumbs up this video if you haven't. She's giving you hot ass tea, honey. Thumbs up this video. Flip hair. Okay. Angela and Michael. So, they're pissed. Angela has now called an Uber black car, driving back. And this is like, we get to see her really give him the cold shoulder. I mean, she is just like, get your shit out of my room. There's my room. And then she just like also just maybe leaves it in the hallway. And he knows he cannot leave the hotel. Like, he just has to wait in the lobby until they kick him out. Like, and then he has to go sleep in his car. And then he has to like wait for her to come out the next day. And he has to like run after her. So she does, right? She comes out the next day. She's like wearing something fabulous, truly in Angela fashion. And she just decided to like get her hair done. Okay. So no dry bar in around Nigeria. But there are hair shops, hair places to get hair done. And she decides to go to a hair salon and she's talking. And they found what they'd love to find, which is a customer service person to do the Lord's work because there's never any friends around these people to like ask them the questions that they got to ask. So this Nigerian hair shop, either owner, because it seems like she's like the owner maybe, and like someone else is doing her hair, is like, I'm married to a Nigerian man and we've never had problems. And like, Angel's like, really? She like sits down and they start braiding Angela's hair. I mean, these just start, they tight, tiny little braids, just so, but okay. And then this woman that's doing it, like, she knows what she's doing. They're like cornrows, I guess. Are they cornrows? They're like cornrow braids. Like, that's what the word is. And I thought maybe they were going to put extensions in. Oh my God, you guys are saying the hilarious things. Oh my God, that dry, crunchy hair, she should have just got extensions in. Yes, I said that already. Imagine being, I had read that when I said that. Imagine being discharged from the hospital, turning on the TV at home and seeing Nurse Angela saying, do I look like a thirsty bitch? I mean, that's how I do want to come back from the hospital. The dynamics between Angela and Michael make me feel so uncomfortable. She's so possessive and a control freak. She acts like she owns him. She feels like she does. She feels like she does. She's like, I pay for him. I pay for him. All I want to do is not lie to me, not hang out with women, not use Instagram, not work. Not me. I'm gonna go out with his friends. Well, that's it. That's all I want. Like, yeah, it's a lot. So, at the hair shop, Michael's like, well, I know how to get her. Let me go to the bakery and get a cake. I'm going to you know, make her fall in love through her tummy, which is the quickest way to a woman's heart, named Angela Dean. So he does. And she, is not into it. The hair shop person doesn't want him there because Angela's getting upset. And Angela storms out of the hair place with now what looks like so she wanted to get her hair done. She storms out with her hair that's like half done, like this part's done, and the rest now just thrown up in like a ponytail. It looked horrible, right? I look okay, but that's beside the point because she gets the cake and she's like, I don't want this cake, I did not want this cake. And she's like opening it up and she's like, and I'm really mad at you. And 100% tell me right now, I want you to is there a cake? Yeah. In a cake emoji, tell me this. Tell me if you thought when she was opening that, she's like, I don't want you, Michael. And I'm really mad. I just don't want us. Like, I thought she was going to start eating that cake. But she surprised me by throwing it in his face. Cake by the ocean. Cake by the Nigerian sea. Cake by the Nile. I have no idea where Nigeria is. Is that horrible? Yes, I do. I'm really bad at geography. I had to look up where Guatemala is. I was like talking to like Juan. I was like, I actually was right. I was like, oh, you're on the side of the Caribbean. And she was like, no, I'm not. And I was like, look it up. And I was right. I wonder if they charged her for the braids. I was surprised she didn't lick the cake off his face. She's so disrespectful. She really is. I mean, I will say this. Like, I don't like that cake scene, like you guys are all giving me the cake that you thought she was going to eat it. That makes me happy. But the cake scene made me really upset because it is really embarrassing to do to someone like that. I don't enjoy that. Like, you don't have to, you don't have to disrespect someone that way. You don't throw cake in someone's face. Look like a clown. I felt bad for him. I be shoom, Angela. So, let me go back to my thing. She does have a lot of great lines though in this thing. Don't try and swindle me because I like cake. And then he says she threw a cake at me, and Michael says that, and it was like very reminiscent of like Jesse saying like who threw her shoes. Just like interesting that like a Dutch and Nigerian men, both two men from different places, both say true. Did you guys hear that? I don't know. Okay, Benjamin. And we're going to end with Darcy. So many of these relationships are unhealthy. I mean, this is like a textbook of what not to do. Like that's talking about Darcy specifically is a textbook of like how not to seem desperate. Okay. Benjamin. So we pick up with Akini being upset, right? And like Benjamin now has to like go back to Fidel and like the family that's standing outside, and Akini's running off and like be like, well, she's not coming back and she's upset. And Fidel's like, well, if she's upset, it's because of you. I'm just trying to do an accent for you. And if it's offensive, I'm sorry. But I'm trying to liven it up. He's like, you have done something. You did not buy her a present yesterday, I'm actually gonna be honest, this accent is so bad, truly, but it's actually pretty good for me. I've never done I haven't even tried to do Nigeria. Or no, where's he from? This is not Nigeria. This is Kenya. Yeah, Nairobi. Okay. But pretty much Fidel blames Benjamin, and Benjamin can't say anything because A, he's staying with him all awkward, and B, it's like very imperative that Benjamin likes him already, that he knows it's like the chief concern, and it's not going well already because Benjamin already said something bad, and the father didn't show up. So so Fidel said something bad. So Benjamin's like, I just have to be like, oh, did I say something? Okay, well, I guess it's my fault. I know it's yours, and so he goes back, and then there's a scene of him, doing what calms him and centers him, which is singing Bible verses. And he has like a big ass Bible with, post-its galore. He's singing. Song is Nothing But the Blood of Jesus. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. It's like the da 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 da. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. So like that's like the call and repeat kind. And his little voice is so scared and so timid and so also allergic to keys, proper keys, notes. But, you know, very enthusiastic and a little mighty voice, but it's like also just like, okay. That's what he does to center himself. And, I thought it was cute. He misses his son. He's just so sensitive. I mean, then Akini texts him finally because he's been texting her and he's like worried and she's like, I'm here, and he's like, okay, but she's like, I don't want to see my brother, and so he has to come down and they talk and she like expresses some things, but then doesn't want to talk about other things. And he feels like she should be able to open up and talk about things and it's different culture for her and that. And um, what's revealed is that well, we already knew that she was upset because her brother had said something, but what her brother had said was like something in Swahili that was "Ye- like you have brought shame upon our family, basically because you brought someone home who our own father would not come to see, and that is shame in itself." So it's interesting, like also so the father knowing that would shame his own family, or in his mind is like he the one that has shamed them. But then I'm like, okay, but is it that like in the village everyone knows whether he's gonna come or not? So like people are like looking to see if the father comes that night, knowing that Akini and this white guy had walked into the warehouse room. And so like I mean, it's just I mean it's absolutely fascinating, also like sad, also like just so intense. Like this is where the show truly to me is like stellar. How would we ever see this or know this? What a world that we get to like peek into. I'm a Christian, but it was kind of a turn off watching him see that. Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a turn on. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say like I was like, oh, but but I mean, attractive in the sense of like sexually, like I'm not like, I don't think less of him for doing it, but I don't think it's sexually attractive, but I wasn't already sexually attracted to him because of other things, is what I would say, you know? Um, My girl grew up in church and thought Amazing Grace was Amazing Grapes. Well, grapes are amazing. So, I mean, I kind of get that. She's like, Amazing grapes, how sweet they taste. I like the red ones and green ones. And you could freeze them too. They're so yummy that way. I think less of it because it's fucking weird. I mean, he's a minister though, like if we didn't know that he was like Soup's Christian a minister, it'd be like, ooh, like okay that, but like we've already been knowing that. So there's so many post-its in it. How many songs are in that? Like I also like because Christian hymnals are so interesting. Like is his eye is on the sparrow in there? You guys remember that from if you guys know Christian spirituals, it's like an old one, but like specifically also Sister Act 2 when Lauren Hill sings it. His eyes on the sparrow. It's so great. Anyway, good. JT loving the Chris. Hi guys. I think that is sweet and calm. Absolutely. I wouldn't say he's kind of calm. Also, kind of like okay. So basically, then Akini is like, "Don't talk to my brother." He's already talked to your brother. Also, he's staying with your brother. That was your choice, not his choice. He'd rather not. He wants to be at the Airbnb that either he booked or you promised to book for him, but he's not. He's staying with your brother who owns his ass right now. So it's like, what are you expecting? Keeney. I would have confronted the brother, but that's just me. But she can't, I guess, or I don't know. Like then the brother said he was going to go talk to her too. So is that a scene that's going to happen where the brother goes and talks to her, and then she has to be like, and also the brother, if the brother told her, "You have brought shame upon our family," then the brother knows why she was upset. I'm sure, like, if he was saying that to her, Keating wasn't like, I'm sure she was like, you know. Anyway, we are 1 hour and 10 minutes into this. And I have talked about every couple except one. I think personally the best couple of the season because as much as I love, and I mean absolutely love Angela and Michael, what Darcy has given us is beyond. Because it's not just Darcy. It was never just Darcy. Like, it's always the guy that she picks is bananas too. And then the whole cast of characters bananas. And then on top of all those bananas, Darcy's like, no, don't forget who the queen is. I am. I'm always going to be even more bananas. Okay, so I'm so happy to be talking about this. Darcy drives me nuts, but our couple includes Darcy is always the best couple. So Kenny's dad is the minister, right? Ben is a goofy millennial. Well. Okay, so this is the last couple, baby boos. Pull up a glass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I love you guys. So Darcy's taking her massive luggage down the stairs of this Airbnb, and guess who can't help her? Happy as a clam, Tom, because of his broken ankle or whatever the hell. So Darcy is just clinking, clanking down the stairs in her like shoes and these huge, huge suitcases that are like more than half her size, like three-fourths her size. She's like, I'm little, but I'm strong, and she is. And they're on their way to Albania, which, I have never seen, never, I had no knowledge of, don't know they're communist or like, but it's really interesting. And when we get to that bridge, honey, it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my whole life. Okay, so I'm like, oh my God, Albania, who knew? Put it on the list. But Darcy's talking about Stacy and talking about how she got proposed to on the first trip, and he's, like, oh God, this is going to be not good. I feel like he's setting it up as going to be a disaster for him. And let me just say this. Also, when he got off the plane, he was like, I need to freshen up. And I wanted to be like, yeah, we know. You need to brush your teeth. Where's your driver? Yeah, take you right to the hotel. Like we know how he likes to travel. But instead, honey, they get to the hotel, but they just like drop off the luggage and she like basically like gets her pumps out because we start to see like her Stacy jealousy. Like Stacy's gonna wear heels, so she better fucking have her heels because she won't be shorter than Stacy. Like I'm sorry, but like, did I not call it on the headline of that monologue last in my recap? I'm sorry, I'm very proud of that monologue. So, anyways, in my late recap last week, so of when I did the Darcy one, and she gets proposed to and FaceTime Stacey during it. So she gets her heels. They go to some restaurant, like, and they're waiting there. And Stacey and her guy are like nowhere to be seen. And Tom's hangry, and angry. He's all three. You're like, Chris, but wouldn't hangry be it? And I'd be like, yeah, but what if you were hangry and hungry and angry? So Stacy's like, I'm sorry, Darcy's like, I don't know where they are. My Wi-Fi, my phone, like sometimes it doesn't work. Like, what is this thing? I don't even know how it works and it doesn't work. Okay. I'm sure it's fine, like, and Tom's upset. And then Stacy shows up with her dude. Her dude's so hot, like sit down, like right away, like Stacy and Darcy are just like, so pissed. And they are talking, and it's like Stacy is trying to dig around, and Tom is making like some awkward comments, and it's not fun. Then they go out on this whatever day adventure hike, where it is the most beautiful bridge that it has some lover bridge where they get a lot of engagements. And Darcy's happy that Tom brings up being engaged on that bridge. It's the first time he's brought it up. And it's just, the 1,700,000,000,000,7 trillionth time that Darcy has thought about it. So, and talked about it. So, um, then like Stacy and Darcy just start picking. Just you can see it happening, and it reminds me a little bit of like, oh, it's been so long since I've hung out with girls that do that. Where you like hang out with two girls that like fight a lot, where you're just like, how do I leave? And I guess also couples do that. Like that's so like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? It's kind of I guess it's kind of like a twin sister version of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, where they just lure these two dudes in to watch them bicker and fight and just tear each other apart, and the two dudes just have to witness it. That's brilliant. They should do that. I'm gonna go to the. I was just. Oh, you know what? I'm not okay. Here's the thing about if anyone's. I feel bad because I just realized I'm not looking at the screen at all. You guys tell me if I miss any super chats. Okay. I don't think I did. Oh, good. Okay, so what did Lisa say? I've asked earlier, did anyone else think Tom was going to hurl himself off Lover Bridge? Yes, I did. Stacey and Darcy act like a couple of cats. Meow. Absolutely. High school drama. I wonder why Darcy is so competitive with her sister. I bet she always was that way. Stacey was viewing Darcy as a research project. I mean, I don't know why they live together. That seems real toxic. It seems like they shouldn't actually be together. Like, I thought they were going to be like a fun, and they do seem powerful together, but at the same time, like, is it over men that they are competitive? But it feels like the over also like style and probably the way they look. Probably everything. My family has found out that when drama starts, I walk away. Oh, good. That's boundaries. Darcy totally expected a proposal or something on that bridge. Absolutely. But what would have made, I feel like, yeah, what would make Darcy happy? Getting engaged. Getting engaged on a first trip. You getting engaged in front of her sister on a first trip? On Lover's Bridge? To rub that in Stacy's face? Oh my God. Darcy would have given her twin sister. If God was like, Darcy, I will make it so Tom will propose to you right now on this bridge in front of your sister Stacy. She all I ask in return that afterward, as you're walking back, you push her off the bridge. Darcy would be like, okay, what do I say? Well, I mean, I can get a notary. Want me to get like a notary or something like that? You know what I'm saying? She would push her off. I should have just paid him to propose to her and called it a day. Florian. Yeah, that's where Florian proposed. I forget that this guy's name is Florian, but he is so hot. Do you guys think he's hot? Give me a little fire emoji if you think Florian's hot. And also, like, just the juxtaposition of like Florian helping Stacy down off of the bridge part, and Tom barely picking up a very small woman and barely making it down. Like the fact that he can't. Darcy is the size of this Essentia bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like she weighed as much as this Essentia bottle. I thought it was thought the top was on better. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't pick. You can't. That's on you, Tom. That's. I mean, I don't know. The sibling rivalry is annoying, but also rings very true, and also feels very much like they're trying to aim for this show because real sisters fighting almost feels like what happened with like Kim and Kyle Richards, like first season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which was one of the reasons why that show did so well was that first season and that specific storyline. And if you think about even like Teresa Giudice and Joe Gorga, like her brother, like there is something horrifyingly watchable about the train wreck of real family drama and family fighting. It's like Family de Chantel, I guess, but like I don't really watch that show. And also, I feel like the fighting is more like between her family and Pedro and Pedro's family. Unless I'm wrong, you guys tell me. But or the drama, whatever would happen between their family be manufactured. But I mean, it does feel like the sibling rivalry is true. Does Stacey have such a big internet presence? From what I've seen, it appears Darcy's the one super thirsty for the fame. Well, they did have their own, reality show they tried to do in 2011. This Twin Life, twin sister life, something. I don't like that. He said jump. I know. No. So, yeah, like even when Darcy sees Stacey, of course, you're all dolled up. Well, yeah, I mean, you also, Darcy, tend to get real dolled up. So, like, what are you even? And like when she got so mad, jumping around this storyline a bit, like when she got mad that Tom said Stacey had good style, and Darcy was like, "Well, I have that outfit, just hadn't had a chance to wear it yet. Won't be able to wear it now because you ruined it." So, like by what? By owning that, like who bought it first? I wonder. I mean, maybe if Darcy like is gonna say like I buy all my clothes and Stacey just copies me. She literally goes to my closet, sees what I own, and then just orders it online in the same size because she knows we're twins and she can. Like that would suck. But what do you guys think? They are just fighting the whole time, and it gets like really bad when she's like, "I finally found my match. 4 years in the making. I deserve it." Wait, no, that happens during dinner. But like, I'm sorry, when they're hiking, um, did I not write down? Oh, I thought I had written down exactly what they had said. I'm sorry, but I didn't. It's like when they're obviously like talking with Stacey's like, "Can you just be happy for me? This is my moment." They always talk about their moment and stuff like that. But Stacey's like, "I've been engaged for 3 years. Can you just be happy for me?" And I want to be like, "Okay, but also Stacey, hold your role. When are you fucking gonna get married?" Darcy like literally doesn't only like can be happy for you for like 2 years, but you just gonna be engaged for 10 years. You don't have to be happy for you for 10 years. Come on, either get engaged or get off the pot. Did you guys feel that way too? I felt like I wanted to be on Darcy's side a little bit. Florian was not attractive and did not look like his pictures. Oh, Selena coming with a hot take. Florian looked a little like from his picture. He's cute though. I thought he was hot. Honey, you need to talk about the show to engage the chat. I think they should have taken their original destination, forget about the other thing. Yeah, like so I think that the whole point of Tom, like the point for him in his like arc of this trip will be like, did learn more about Darcy, but this wasn't what I planned. I really had planned something fabulous. I think that he's going to rub it in Darcy's face. Things like Darcy's going to be like, why did I change my grand canary out of this grand bullshit, to come to like hang out with Stacey, and she's ruining my life when she wanted to like show off to Stacey. Right? Like that's the crazy thing about the like love-hate relationship. Like she needs Stacey. She wants to show off to Stacey. She wants Stacey's approval. At the same time, she doesn't want Stacey to steal her thunder. She doesn't want Stacey to like help or like Stacey to like pick apart her or make her show weakness or make her look bad in front of Tom. And they definitely have that really shitty catty behavior quality where they tend to not be sensitive about making each other look bad in front of people they care about. I hate that. That's like stuff like girls would do in grade school. Like if you like like a mean girl, if she knew that you liked someone, like when that dude came over, they would be like, "Well, Chrissy." Anyway, so like you know that she like basically sucks her thumb at night, and you just be like, "What? No, I don't." And she'd be like, "I mean, kind of." And then like I would leave, and she'd be like, "What?" And you'd be like, "Why would you tell him that?" She's like, "I was just being funny. I was just making fun of, just like lighting the mood." And you'd be like, "No, you're making me look back in front of her." Like that's like that. That's a very elementary pun example of that. But it's still like, come on, and that's your sister, and you're like, know that she wants to find love. Like, why wouldn't you just like make her feel great and look good? Why would you just like call her out in front of some guy like, you're not happy for me? You've been engaged for 3 years, bitch. Get off. Come on. Get your life. Stacey's filler is way too plump. It's so funny because I feel like Darcy, I always think that Darcy's face was more fillered up, but then Stacey took the. I mean, Stacey turned into Darcy this trip. Didn't you feel like? I look at Stacey and I was like, oh, you are. Oh, you're very Darcy. I don't know why I didn't think you were so Darcy, but you are like even Darcier than Darcy. She is Darcier than Darcy. She made me like Darcy because she's so Darcy. You know. Um, I'm a Libra, and I wouldn't be petty in front of someone I want to impress. Yeah, it was so sad. It also just like makes me. You guys are like so going into it. They're September Libras. That's so interesting. My daughter's a Libra. I don't know about Libras. Aren't they supposed to be balanced? Is that what a Libra is? Oh, I'm an October Libra. October Libra. The season's so great. Why engage so long? Chris, stop reading my mind. Yeah, all those tight clothes. How do they even move? Well, they need big European men to like pick them up, and carry them around like little Cleopatras. Which by the way sounds great. Can I sign up? And where is that? I didn't even know they were twins the first time we saw them on Pillow Talk. That was a shock. Were you just like, two Darcys? Two? Just like, you die right there. Florian probably wants kids. Chris, what's your sign? Pisces. She was way more Darcy this show than the Queen. Yeah, she was so Darcy. You guys, I can't believe it because I kind of got through all of this episode. I mean, I didn't get everything, but I've been talking for an hour and a half. But I always want to say one more thing about the Darcy thing. Also, like you like it when they're like, "What's your dream wedding? What's your dream wedding? Tom, what's your dream wedding?" And he's like, I thought he was gonna say, "I don't think about my dream wedding so much," but he's like, "I don't think about marriage so much," like. And Darcy's like, I love that Darcy smile, big cheek, like squinty eyed, like because all you see is like her eyes just slit because it's just like I hate it. Ugh, I hate what you said. I love it. So, but yeah, but what? I don't know. He could have just been like, I don't think about my dream wedding that much. I don't sit around like with wedding magazines, like being like Vera Wang or Reem Acra. Which one is it going to be for me? You know. Stacey, I also feel like is a mean ass bitch because she was knowing everything we know about Darcy, like sort of like primping out her whole situation and like looking down and being condescending to Darcy and then accusing her of being jealous of her and then knowing that she's on this first time sitch with Tom. It's just it really like made me not like Stacey, and I've liked Stacey this whole time. Not only have I liked Stacey, I like them together. Like I've talked about their twin power and stuff like that. This made me so sad though. It's just like, oh, you're so fucking toxic and mean to her. Like, but then everything I guess makes sense. Like that's why Darcy is so like insecure and whatever she is just not. I guess why would you be competitive and insecure with someone who was like super cool and chill and nice? She is that because Stacy is that. They're just feeding off each other. They live together, and it's a goddamn cyclone Tasmanian devil of like insecure toxicity, right? Yeah, and showing up late is rude, and she wasn't texting her back. Stacey was being a bitch, but she spoke the truth. Okay, she did say, yeah, because she did say she had one confession. She was like, Darcy keeps talking about marriage and it's scaring Tom away. And that is true. Absolutely, that's true. So, God, she's probably got the gown booked, the venue. She's just waiting for the proposal. I think Stacy is the oldest. Darcy is always trying to please her. Interesting take. Or Stacy, or somehow Darcy thinks Stacy has her life together more than Darcy. Does Stacey have more money, or I don't know? I don't know. Darcy and Stacey are truly Libras. At their worst, petty, malicious, and shallow. Kim K and Cardi B are both Libras. What an interesting, very interesting, very interesting connection. Thank you so much. Washanenwa. Washanenwa. Mm. W Hashanenwa. I love you so much. I'm sorry. I don't, but that's a fucking great ass. Thank you. That's great. I love a pop culture crossover tip. Darcy's expression when she gets angry. Libras are malicious. Well, there's some things. Like they say Scorpios are manipulative and secretive and stuff. And I mean, I'm not a Scorpio, but they are. Because I'm friends with a lot of Scorpios and they are that. The worst thing they say about Pisces are they're like in their own world and they're like dreamy, like no feet on the ground, like sensitive people. And yeah, I mean, I am. Those are all true. That's that's I would absolutely be like, yeah, nail on the head. Um, so the scenes for next week. This is where I'm always like, why did I write these down? So it's like Anne and Michael are still fighting. Darcy and they're still on that trip and it turns bad. It's still bad. Oh yeah, you want to cut his balls. That's the best part. Timothy is going to go visit finally like Jennifer's like masculine mask dude bros and dad. They're all fighters that also own a ranch. They do things like kill animals and eat them, and raise them and feed them, and burr them and castrate them. They're like, do you want to cut off this cow's balls to Timothy? This is Timothy's little like manicured hands. My hands are manicured, but my hands are so big they're like I mean they're three sizes. They're three sizes Timothy's hands. Like Timothy's hands and like Darcy's hands, I feel like are like maybe like Timothy's hands like that. Like much like maybe a slightly bigger. But he has to what take a machete and cut off a cow's balls. That man's not gonna do that. Yeah, that man is not going to do it. I feel like in some ways, isn't Timothy a little bit like Paul of Paul and Carini in his like in his like demureness and sensitivity and like in or like inability to feel any sort of pain or I don't know like he's a little bit like that, right? I do have piano fingers. Paul would run away. um, anything else? Oh, so and then Avery, it's like another wrench in their plan of not having planned their wedding, which is they need some sort of note from the Islamic court or, some sort of something that they need to get. And now, because again, Terry's on her way out, they're like, well, is your mom came all the way here and not going to see me get married, So we'll have to see about that one. Gosh, what a great season. I'm really into it. Everyone needs a special okay. Yeah. Oh my god, Caesar totally acted this episode. Yeah, you guys, do you think that he got little like menthol stick and like or like little like cut onion and like in his eyes so he could be like the producer could be like, did she break up with you? Yeah. F you. Wasting my time. Wasting my we're not gonna I mean like we're not gonna even see her. That's rude. Anyway, it's been an hour and 35 minutes with you guys. There's 200 I mean, I don't know who this is right. It says 290 people, 121 likes. If that is true, would you mind and consider giving this little video a thumbs up? I'd really appreciate it. Um, just it's like a second of your time. It would really help me because I have basically no subscribers. I'm not like a YouTube, jaggernaut. I'm like a YouTube satellite moon. You know what I'm saying? Floating around. And so I just want to see. But so I totally appreciate you guys liking this video. It's just like a free thing that you guys wouldn't mind doing. It would help me because then people would be like, oh, maybe we should like check out this girl, and YouTube would be like, oh, people that check out this girl are like thus happy with the results of checking her out, which is like she's either funny or she's like smart or like she's taking her time out of the day to like break down a stupid docu-series on TLC for like 14 hours a week of her time. I don't know. You do you. But it would really, really help me. I would appreciate it. And also know that we are nearing the end of this video, but I will be putting up a very funny edited recap where I sit down tomorrow with like full face makeup and it's not like super late and it's like I'm fresh as a daisy and I'm super cute and up and like my energy is like and I'm like cutting out all the likes and all the ums and all my slurred words and it's like you think it's a different person. You're like, who is this person? And I'm like, oh, it's the same person I've already heard talk about this episode. But I will be putting that up. I love you guys. I bought a mug from Moi. Yeah, I got it. I got that mug too. Isn't it great? I really, really appreciate you guys like coming in. I love doing these lives just to like digest the episode right away, and then I can like go to bed like a satisfied, sleepy little bear, and then wake up and think more about the episode. I truly appreciate everyone who like comments, comes in, likes, of course, the super chats. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. That means so much. Like, truly. I know I was like talking about working in a hookah lounge, something that like when you work at like I've worked at so many restaurants. It's funny because the concept of a tip like makes so much sense to me. I'm like, oh yeah, you well tip. So I like super chats because it feels somewhat familiar in that aspect. Isn't that weird? Anyway, like you're like, oh, Chris, you like super chats? You like money? Of course you do. But anyway, like that is like a weird small reason why I like super chats. But working at a hookah lounge was crazy. That is what Zayed should do. He has to just find the nearest hookah lounge and then just like work on it, learn all the tricks and trade. I'm sure he knows how to pack them, and then like maybe he could open his own someday. I love you guys so much. I want to say thank you to my moderators also, Lynn, Colleen. There are other people in this room. I don't know if people maybe went to bed. Colleen's been here since like the very beginning of this app. Lynn, so were you. You were here like Sabrina was here early on too. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It's the Lord's work, like moderating and like doing all the commenting and stuff. Trish, I am so sorry. Cancer surgery is coming up. My heart is with you, okay, baby Bill? My heart is with, and like my love and warmth is with you all. That's the other great thing about doing Sunday Night Lives is that I also feel like it's just a great way for me to like end my week, and like I like to like start my week knowing that, We've had some time together. Is that weird? So I want to say for Trish, I love you and I'm so sorry and big prayer to you. Thank you, Colleen. Hi, Heather. Lisa, good night, my baby boo. And to both Christian Gonzalez's, that's hilarious. Jude, you could be a moderator too. You're like always here. Amanda K. White, thank you so much. By the way, side note is you guys all know that I have a Facebook group called Vanity Farah. It's awesome, and it's on Facebook. Like that's what it's called, Vanity Farah. And again, the social media site, Facebook. Have you heard about it? And we talk about stuff there. So if you like lives like this and you like these peeps, they're you know majority are in the Vanity Farah Facebook group, Vanity Farah. So we can talk there and. Her surgery is the 30th. 15, 2 weeks. Trish. My cousin Monique, who has done lives, has dealt with thyroid surgery, thyroid cancer that she's had multiple surgeries for. So my heart is with you, and I don't know what kind of cancer you have, but and I know that there's so many different kinds of them. Obviously we all know that, and they mean different things. But I'm saying a prayer for you, okay, Boo? Anyway, Lucy, I love you. Lisa, so funny tonight. So funny always. I really appreciate you. Okay, baby boos. Go to my Facebook group. Go to Vanity Farah. Also, I'm on Twitter and Instagram. Chris L. Farah. I love Instagram. Twitter, I'm trying to be better about. I've been retweeting memes and stuff like that, and sarcasm articles about 90 Day Fiance and random thoughts I have about my life. And Instagram, I absolutely love. I'm all over that Instagram. I'm doing the stories, honey. I just hit 5,000 followers, which is a huge thing for me. And I'm almost going to hit 6,000 followers here or subscribers here on YouTube, which is also huge for me. Big, round, nice numbers. I love big, round things. Brenda B. Love from Sicily. Anyway, I'm going to have to end this chat, but it's been obviously so lovely being with you. Truly, truly. And talking about the show is fun, and experiencing these cultures with people, or even being able to talk about it with you guys. It's just, I need it. I live at only child life, and so I need it to get my peeps. I need to talk to people. So thank you for being here. And finally, take care of yourselves and each other and stand up for what you believe and make art and have a beautiful week. Sleep well if it's Sunday night, if it's Monday morning. God bless when you're watching it. When you're watching this, it's Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday. I hope you are doing it. Please keep an eye out for my edited show, my edited video. And, obviously, if you enjoy things, like and subscribe and share or retweet, that would help me so much too. And can't wait to watch next week. And for all intents and purposes, I'll go live next week, I think, So God bless. Love you all. Do it. Do you. Lynn. Yes. Yes. Okay, baby boos. Stay here all night. But love you. Okay. Thank you.